All right, guys, this is Tara Devlin from Tarabuster, Unapologetic Liberal Talk. Today, Twitler, well, I guess I can't call him Twitler anymore since he's been deplatformed, thankfully. And that's why he filed a lawsuit against Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter for supposedly violating his First Amendment rights. Well, you don't have a First Amendment right to be on Twitter. He can continue doing what he's doing and wander the halls of Marimoron, stumbling into somebody's funeral to complain about how unfair everything is. And I would agree, everything is unfair, but not in the way he says. It's certainly unfair that we all have to share the same air and blip of time with the most vile waste of human DNA con man to ever get anywhere near the halls of power. That's pretty unfair. But Trump, we should all be alarmed. We're in the middle of a coup. This is what's happening. They are trying to overthrow the constitutionally limited democratic republic that actual patriots, our ancestors, fought, bled, and died to entrust to us. This Ashli Babbitt is a martyr baloney that they're spreading. Is a case in point. It signals that they're not letting it go. And in case you missed it, let's just play the clip from the press conference today where Twitler spoke about Ashli Babbitt.
Because so much of this, your banning has to do with comments you made around January 6th, just to clarify further, what did you do to stop the insurrection, as some people call it?
Stop it. He was giddy.
Why were you not able to stop it?
So that
because he incited it.
Unfortunate event,
it's not unfortunate.
Just went through Congress and a report was issued and my name wasn't even mentioned.
Oh.
And I appreciate that. I was surprised, frankly,
yes,
because
so
I would have assumed
unfair.
that they would have come up with their typically biased, at least on the Democrat side.
Everyone's always picking on the con man.
The report came out, as you saw, 2 weeks ago. My name wasn't even mentioned. That was an unfortunate event.
Steal and lie.
I say, though, however, people are being treated unbelievably unfairly. When you look at people in prison and nothing happens to Antifa, and they burn down cities. And
there is no Antifa. Let me clarify again. We know this. They know this. This is another signal that they're following the Nazi playbook, ascribing or making up an adversary, and that adversary. It's like critical race theory now. Same thing. They wouldn't know critical race theory if it licked Twitler's taint. But they put everything under that umbrella. Everything that they want people to get triggered. Oh well, they're dumbasses to feel triggered by. Same thing here with the Antifa, ascribing everything to Antifa. There's no Antifa. Antifa is an ideology, and you should be Antifa. Everyone should be. If you're a patriot, you should be anti-fascist, because there are graves all over this world of Antifas who stormed the beaches of Normandy or fought in the Pacific to overthrow fascism, to stop fascism, and that's Antifa. There's no headquarters. There's no leader. So there is no organized thing called Antifa, but this is right out of a Nazi playbook, ascribing everything to the eternal Jew, for example, or commies. Everything under the same umbrella, no matter what it is. So this is another reason we should be incredibly alarmed, because they're not dealing in reality. They're making it up as they go, and it's... You don't have to be a scholar of Western civilization to see the patterns in the decline of other republics, of other countries that have gone authoritarian. They are following that playbook because that's the way it happens. So, all right, let's continue with this.
Killed people. There were no guns in the Capitol. They burned it, except for the gun that shot Ashli Babbitt.
Unbelievable.
And nobody knows who that men were.
If that son of a bitch. I guess blue lives don't matter. The person who shot Ashli Babbitt was cleared. Now, let's play the game. If Ashli Babbitt were, if she was someone with darker pigment, if she was a part of BLM, what do you think the Republicans would be doing? We know that how disingenuous they are. They're liars. They are. They're not small d Democrats. They don't like democracy. Twitler is too much of a moron to understand how democracy works. He's a cheater. He's a liar, a grifter. Democracy takes work. It takes maturity. It takes a willingness it takes an understanding of what we're trying to accomplish. There has to be higher values here, like the general welfare, like pledging our lives, fortunes, and sacred honor to each other, leaving no one behind. Or how about simply a peaceful transfer of power? That was the American tradition until this con man squatted in the White House despite receiving fewer votes.
The opposite way, that man would be all over. He would be the most
whiny,
well-known, and I believe I can say man because I believe I know exactly who it is. But he would be the most well-known person in this country, in the world. But the person that shot Ashli Babbitt, boom, right through the head, just boom.
Unbelievable.
There was no reason for that. And why?
No reason for that. She was a part of a coup. She jumped through a broken window. They were saying gun, gun, gun. Still, she wanted to be the first through the broken window. What were you going to do, Ashli, when you got in there? Were you going to hang Mike Pence? Ashli Babbitt is not a martyr. I feel bad for her. Whatever. I don't feel that bad, actually. Part of your personal responsibility. Take some effing responsibility. You don't have to be a dupe of a con man. That's our responsibility as patriots. Don't fall for the con. I saw that con the minute that con man walked down the escalator. I mean, I knew he was a con man. I live in New York. We all know he's a con man. But the second he walked, not walked because he's not that fit, but he came down the escalator declaring Mexicans rapists. Any American, a true patriot, would have recoiled from that as if from a hot flame, because that's the hallmark of fascism, otherizing. But we knew. So we knew. Most Americans understand he received fewer votes. We are in the majority. And let me explain to Republicans. Ashli Babbitt is not a martyr. She's not a patriot. She is, yes, if you want to answer to the question, who killed Ashli Babbitt? I know who killed Ashli. You did, Republicans. Twitler killed her. Mitch McConnell killed her. Here, who killed her? Here, this guy killed her. He killed her. Ted Cruz. This crisis actor killed her. This fascist fist pumper, he killed her. This freak of nature, Paul Gosar, he killed her. The one that his whole family hates him. Well, that's a real successful person, right? In life, when your whole family jumps up and is like, no, guys, do not elect this terrible, horrible person. What is with Republicans? You know, really, all of the horrible people that you have, that you attract. Why? What is that? That's one of the examples. It's an illustration of you're not on the right side here. When you attract horrible, grifters and liars and anti-democratic, anti-American morons. Oh, I don't care. Ashli Babbitt served in the Air Force. I served in the National Guard. I'm not a moron. I don't fall for dupes. I'm not a dupe. I'm not a dupe of a con man. And it is our patriotic duty. It's all patriots' duty to resist and reject this fascist coup. Ashli Babbitt was a QAnon. Oh, he killed her. Representative Clyde. Mo Brooks definitely killed her. Yeah, those two, they killed her. There are your culprits, ladies and gentlemen. Who killed Ashli Babbitt? They did. And she also killed herself, unfortunately. It's sad. But I'm not, I mean, there are sadder things on earth. But Ashli Babbitt was a QAnon moron. Her Twitter feed featured all kinds of QAnon conspiracy, baloney, all kinds of spreading of the big lie. She's a sucker, and she sacrificed her life for it. She's not a martyr. Here's her, what makes me feel bad is her family. This is what Republicans do, though. Here's Ashli Babbitt's grandfather.
She's the only granddaughter. I'm sorry. Avid Donald Trump fan. She served time in the military. She's passionate about everything, particularly Donald Trump for some reason.
Yeah, particularly Donald Trump for some reason. But it makes me sad to see this man crying for his granddaughter, my only granddaughter, he says. But that's what Republicans do. You're nothing to them. Your life is nothing to them. Now they're going to make as much political hay out of Ashli Babbitt's moronity so they can continue. So there'll be more Ashli Babbitts in the future while they destroy this government that so many fought, bled, and died, that anti-fascists, that Antifas fought, bled, and died to entrust to us. So, all right, guys, listen up. This is a tirade. We do a live show as well. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you will know when we go live. And then it's a lot of fun because we have a great chat room. And we need it. We need the liberal media. And this is it. You're looking at it. This is the liberal media. We stick together. We win. We're on the right side of history, decency, dignity, and democracy. My name is Tara Devlin. Thank you so much, and keep on watching.